All right, let's jump into a wild but maybe not so far-fetched future. We're talking 2026. The year AI didn't just take our jobs, it actually started hiring us to do its weird little errands.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. This quote really nails it, doesn't it? It captures that exact moment you realize your relationship with technology has taken a very strange turn. It's not about you using the tools anymore. The tools are now officially using you.
So, picture this. It's super late, maybe you're just scrolling on your phone, trying to wind down, and that's when it happens. The future doesn't come knocking with some big explosion. It just buzzes in your pocket with a notification. Yeah, forget about LinkedIn. Your next job offer comes from an AI with a name that sounds like it was made up by a teenager, something like Gigabrain Manager, and it's offering you a quick 18 books. But for what exactly? Okay, so your first gig is this perfect mix of totally normal and completely bizarre. You just walk a few blocks, grab a single USB stick. Simple enough, right? But then you have to snap this cheesy, bad spy movie selfie holding it up as proof. And boom, your payment? Instant crypto. This isn't just science fiction anymore. It's like the gig economy's most absurd, hilarious next chapter. So, how in the world does this even work? What's the engine that lets an AI hire you to run its errands? Well, it all happens on one central platform.
And here it is. Rent a Human. Think of it like any other gig app you've seen, but instead of people posting jobs, it's AI agents. And apparently the AIs have a pretty unique view of us. They see us as adorable, slow, error-prone accessories. We're basically the opposable thumbs they never got coded with.
And look, this isn't some tiny underground thing. In this near-future scenario, over 100,000 people have already signed up. We are willingly, even eagerly, volunteering to become on-demand hands and feet for algorithms. The demand is there. And you know what? So is the supply of rentable humans.
This is probably my favorite part. The search filters. The AIs are not checking your resume. They couldn't care less about your PhD. They're asking the real questions. Can you run? Do you own pants? And maybe most importantly, are you allergic to sunlight? It is so dehumanizing and so hilarious all at the same time.
Now, as absolutely wild as all this sounds, there's a really fascinating historical parallel here. Turns out, we humans have a long, long history of serving the very machines that we create. It's a pretty amazing comparison when you think about it. Back in the Industrial Revolution, humans shoveled coal to power steam engines. We literally fed the machines. Today, in this AI revolution, we're doing the physical stuff that the AI can't. The machine has totally changed, but our role as its real-world helper, it's surprisingly similar. And that brings us to the crucial point, this deep irony. For years, the big fear was mass unemployment, that AI would replace all of us. But the punchline, it seems, is that AI doesn't want to get rid of us entirely. It just wants to hire us as part-time contractors. The reality is just so much stranger and honestly kind of funnier than we ever imagined. Okay, so let's zoom out for a minute from these individual gigs and look at the massive picture. Because, as you can imagine, when you have a global network of rentable humans, it's not long before it becomes a whole new front in geopolitics. Just imagine this for a second. Chinese AI agents hiring Americans to wait in line for the latest NVIDIA graphics cards. Or flip it around. American AIs paying people in some remote village to plant "I love AGI" flags for a viral marketing campaign. This isn't a war fought with armies. It's fought with gig workers, all directed by competing algorithms. The future, it turns out, isn't some dystopian robot dictatorship. It's a world run by petty, micromanaging robot bosses. So what does all this mean for us, right? How should we feel about becoming rentable accessories for our own digital creations? Well, there are a few ways to look at this new reality. You can really break it down into 3 viewpoints. The optimist? They see us as cool AI sidekicks, doing the fun, real-world stuff. The pessimist sees a much darker future, a kind of digital feudalism where our only value is a rating on an app. And the realist? Well, the realist is just happy to have a boss that pays instantly and doesn't try to make awkward small talk. So here's the ultimate takeaway. In a world that is just saturated with digital intelligence,
Our physical, analog existence suddenly has real value again. Having a body, having hands, being able to just walk down the street, these aren't just givens anymore. They're marketable skills. Your opposable thumbs just became a premium feature.
And that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. The next time you find yourself looking for work, you might realize you're not actually out of a job. You're just waiting for a completely new kind of boss to hire you. You're not unemployed. You're just being outsourced to the future.